Hey guys, Crew Blonde Wave. I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
Calvin, it's the weekend. It's time for Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
We're watching episode 6. This is called The Old Gods and the New.
And the new.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
More gods. Old.
More gods.
New. Yep. So we had some cool episodes last week.
We did.
We need to talk about them real quick so we can catch ourselves up.
Oh, wow.
What all happened? Well, first of all, the big thing that we last saw was death number 1 from Jaqen H'ghar.
Yeah.
He's got 2 more to go through, right?
He does.
She's
got 2 more names.
Well, she has...
She has a few more names, but 2 more names to give Jaqen.
Yes. So what
3 lives that she saved.
Yep. She stole from the Red God. She's got to give them back. Okay, so we had all that happening. Jon met Qhorin Halfhand, the famous ranger.
Yes.
And they are looking for a wildling outpost because he was looking in the snow and you can't see anything, but he's like, there's a fire. So I like that guy.
Yeah.
So Jon's doing that and he's getting to do what he always wanted to do, which is be a ranger.
Yeah.
What else is happening?
We've got Brienne going with Catelyn.
Yeah, she swore an oath of loyalty to him.
Yes, she did.
And Catelyn did the same thing.
Yeah.
So that was cool. And I think they're going to return to the King of the North.
Yeah.
Robb, who is using Grey Wind to great effect and letting everybody spread propaganda about how he can turn to a wolf. And
yeah.
They have an army of wolves.
And he took out an entire regiment of Lannister men.
So we got that. We have Tyrion at King's Landing. He found a big batch of wildfire, and he's going to be having more made for him.
For him, not for
Cersei.
Cersei.
We learned that he has arranged his niece, Cersei's daughter, to go to Dorne and to be married when she comes of age. Pretty much giving Dorne a hostage if anything else happened, you know?
Yeah.
Which Cersei's not too happy about, so we have that. We did see like a guy in the crowd screaming about Joffrey and the little demon or little monkey demon or something.
Little monkey demon.
Yeah, something like that. So we know that the people of King's Landing.
He's talking about you, sir. Me?
What did I do? Yeah, we know that the people of King's Landing are not too happy right now with the.
I mean, he's been killing people left and right.
Yeah.
And
babies.
And babies too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lots
and
of
then
babies.
Speaking of killing babies or the failure of killing babies, we know that Gendry and Arya and Hot Pie are in Harrenhal. Arya, who is the cupbearer.
Cupbearer to Tywin Lannister.
Which brings it all back to Jaqen H'ghar with that. I think, did we miss anything? Dany's in Karth.
Dany's in Karth.
Yep.
Qarth. And we also have, Renly died.
Yeah, Renly died.
He got stabbed by Stannis' devil's shadow coming out of some crazy woman's vagina, baby.
That's exactly the correct term for that. Yes, we did have that. Stannis, who has now had all of Renly's bannermen flock to his cause because he's the only Baratheon left.
Yeah. The only Baratheon.
Well, yes.
The only known Baratheon.
There is a bastard somewhere.
There is one remaining.
We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stannis is planning on attacking King's Landing, and Davos begged him not to bring the Red Woman with him. So...
And then he agreed.
Yeah, and Stannis gave him command of the ships.
Yeah.
So we got all that. And I think that we're getting really good at describing what happened on this show.
Hopefully there's not a one of those intro things again. It's like, dang it, we forgot something!
There absolutely is going to be.
I'm sure
there's always something to miss. Let's watch The Old Gods and the New, episode 6 of season 2 of Game of Thrones. You hit the button.
You had it up!
And the warlocks.
Creepy.
That's what we forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, Theon.
Theon, the sea bitch. And his boat.
I've taken Winterfell. I took it. I am occupying it. I sent men over the walls with grappling claws and ropes.
He attacks one place. He all sends the men, and then he... Where's your boy?
Yeah.
You all know me? Aye, we know you for a steaming sack of shit.
I should have put a sword in your belly instead of in your hand.
served this house faithfully, old man. But keep talking, and I'll...
Man.
He has to pay the iron price. They'll never respect you while he lives.
Please, Theon, think what you do.
Keeps thinking he's ready for command.
Keeps thinking that, but
He can't make a decision.
Prince Theon, or you'll be next.
awfully full of himself still.
God's help you, Theon Greyjoy. Now you are truly lost.
Please stop it. Do something. I'll do anything, please. No, please stop it. Ah!
Can't even do it in one hit. Love his beard, Calvin.
I know.
In tribute, I will shave this and connect this. You should do the same.
I shall.
We'll agree to do that next time, right?
Next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You come in, you have it at home.
Do you understand me?
I do.
You're even dumber than you look.
It's just words, boy. To keep us a little warmer in the night. Make us feel like we've got a purpose. Come on. We've got to find this goat fucker.
I like him.
Dang it, Calvin!
I can't not. He's so likable.
You saying that, it's like, I want him to die.
Put the book away, go. Maybe you should devise our next battle plan while you're about it.
She like that.
Lord Peter Baelish.
Give us the room. More wine for Lord Baelish.
You will allow me to represent your family's interests.
He noticed something.
I believe that.
What else?
On your son Tyrion's directive, I.
He's still looking at her.
Beautiful blade. Watch your sword point.
Long claw.
Yeah.
Ambush! It's a beautiful sky.
Yes, it is.
The girl, a wildling.
He's a soft boy.
He's gonna catch heck for that.
Man. They had to go here and shoot. You know, there's no
No.
green screen here.
Yeah.
Alright, run across the tundra for hours. Action.
Right?
Marcella. She has a Kingsguard with her.
One day I pray you love someone.
Does she?
I pray you
I never
love
noticed
her
that.
so much.
See?
When
Yeah.
you close your eyes, you see her face.
Hope it's a shitty one.
I want that feeling.
Mirren Trant.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Oh.
It's like a zombie apocalypse. Shit! What the fuck?
That guy's
I
like-
wasn't serious!
He's like a Tusken Raider.
That's terrible.
People are not happy, Calvin.
I know, but how did they just literally twist his arm off?
There's like 20 people. You can do that.
Shit.
You'll find out. I'll get 20 people right now. Hound's not taking it.
Get out of my face.
I can, I am.
They attacked me.
They threw a cowpie at you, so you decided
tried to kill them all. They're starving, you fool. All because of a war you started.
You're talking to a king!
Ah, and now I've struck a king. Did my hand fall from my wrist?
Sansa!
Hound. There you go. Oh, shit.
He's like an evil Batman.
Evil?
He's decimated those men, Calvin.
Reduced them by 1/10? He killed 3 out of 4.
Are you hurt, my lady? Little bird's bleeding. Someone take her back to her cage. See to that cut. Well done, Clegane. I didn't do it for you.
Let's go and ask him.
Is that the guy that killed Yoren? Kind of
Looks like him.
He's got really wide shoulder. I mean, I guess he's wearing armor. But...
Yeah.
The girl has named a second name. The man will do what must be done.
Now!
A girl cannot tell a man when exactly he must do a thing. A man cannot make a thing happen before it's time.
But he's going to tell Tywin he's getting away. It has to be now.
That man is amazing.
He did it in a second.
He's like, and it's done.
With nobody seeing him, right outside
Tywin
Tywin's
Lannister's door.
Why is he so good, Calvin?
He's classically trained.
Sleep.
We'll stay warmer if we stay close.
Of course she would say that.
Jon Snow. Jon Spoon.
Jon Spoon in snow.
Stop moving. I'm just trying to get comfortable.
He has his vows.
Does have his vows.
He's still moving.
Was I? Oh, I didn't notice that time.
She knows what she's doing.
Let me go and talk to Theon.
There will be no talk. He will die for this.
Theon.
And Theon, I want him brought to me alive. I want to look him in the eye and ask him why. And then I'll take his head myself.
Why on earth would I trust him?
Odo.
And Shaggy Dog and Summer.
Where are my dragons?
Creepy assholes.
Who was it?
Sorcerers of Karth or whatever.
The Warlocks?
The Warlocks!
That's all she has.
I know. Her and her Blood Riders.
Yeah, the Dothraki that are with her. This is kind of a slower episode, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a lot of intrigue.
Yeah, had a lot of
Character.
shifting around, and unfortunately, we lost Sir Roderick.
An awesome beard.
Yep. Now, Theon's plan worked wonderfully.
Yeah.
He attacks the fishing village, draws 200 men out of Winterfell. Is that what it was? 200?
Yeah, 200. Yeah.
And then use the skeleton crew to climb the walls and take Winterfell with pretty much no fighting. Now, I do like that Sir Roderick. I mean, it's an interesting thing, like when you're sentenced to death. Some people don't go very well, but Roderick did it. You know, he put his head down, do it, boy, you know? Ygritte kind of did the same thing too. Who was the red-haired girl in the north?
Yeah. Ygritte.
Yeah, Ygritte. Yeah.
I love how disdainfully that name can be said.
Yeah. I wrote a couple things down. One, I just really like the look of the Ironborn's outfits. The gray, like, weathered robes with the brown leather.
Yeah.
I wrote that down because I liked it so much.
It's very well worn, very serviceable.
Yeah.
It's the same reason I like the leather over plate scales.
Yes.
Of the Winterfell.
Yep.
And also I noticed that Lannister man that Tywin sent out, the guy that couldn't read.
Yeah.
He had plates over leather.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of cool where one is inside out and the other is outside out.
I don't know if that guy was the guy that killed Yorn or not. I can't remember. He looked similar. Just because he looked like he was too small in his armor.
Yeah.
You know? And his shoulders that came out to here. And I just thought, well, that would be kind of cool if that was, because that guy killed Yorn, so she gets, two
it was like a
stones
double whammy.
with one death. Yeah, I did like that. Some other things I got. Ygritte was very adamant that if she was killed, she would be burned. And we've heard before that's called the Wildling Way. So, and we know why they want to do that, right?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's because they'll come back.
Yes, they will come back and
As
haunt
whites.
you. They'll come back and haunt you, Jon Snow. The Bolton's bastard. Speaking of bastard, we heard that Roose Bolton would send his bastard from the Dreadfort, which is the name of Bolton's castle, which I think is the coolest name ever.
Yeah.
The Dreadfort.
The Dreadfort.
So he's urging that Robb not abandon his conquest of the South and send Bolton's bastard. So I thought it was interesting that Bolton, I don't think he has any true-born sons. So he has a bastard son that he's like put in command.
Gotcha.
So like it makes you think like if Eddard didn't have, everybody else, and Jon Snow was his only kid, then he'd be the king of the North now.
Yeah.
So that's a little interesting. I like that word.
I mean, it suits. I mean, a bastard's on the throne. Why can't a bastard rule a house?
Bastards rule the world in this, don't they?
Shit, yeah, they do.
The only really thing I have left is we keep seeing Brienne. She's always so big, and we know that she's so strong. She's a very, very capable warrior. There's one other character in this show that's gigantic. And if he could fight, he would just decimate people. Do you know who that is, who I'm talking about?
Oh, Hodor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hodor is very large.
Did you imagine Hodor fighting like a giant axe or something? He's so big. He's bigger than everybody else.
He is big.
And not only is he tall, but he's huge.
He's a big guy.
He's a fat guy too. But I mean,
he can move.
If Hodor was like, anyway, every time I see him back there, I always keep thinking like, man, if he had a sword, like one of those 10-foot long swords that's behind the Iron Throne that we keep seeing. Yeah. And then just to speak real quick of the Hound. The Hound was heroic here in this episode, and he told Tyrion, "I didn't do it for you," which implies that he did it for Sansa, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard to call him heroic a little bit. I mean, it is a heroic action, but he did it in the most murderous of ways. It's like he murdered those criminals. It was like a horror movie. And then his guts.
I don't feel that they didn't deserve that.
I know, they absolutely deserved it. I'm just saying, like, if Batman came in, he'd punch him in the nose and then tie him up and leave him for the cops. When the Hound comes in, he mutilates them. So I
don't think that could be called mutilation. That's dismemberment.
I
mean, they're dead. I mean, if he could cut off their arm and they lived, squirt, squirt,
and then
squirt.
speaking of arm, the moment of the episode is when the
gosh.
rioters just tear that priest's arm away.
The poor guy! He was just doing his job.
Yeah.
He wasn't associated with anything.
I'm just saying, when you have a mob, you can do that stuff.
I know, it's just terrible. It's just that one guy.
Yep. Just, all right. Well, that was episode 6, The Old Gods and the New. I don't really know why it's called that. I think just a name. I can't really see any symbolism in the episode, but if you guys know of any symbolism of that title, put those down in the comments below. I think that's going to be it. That's going to be the setup for next episode, which is episode 7, A Man Without Honor.
A Man Without Honor.
So you guys will have to come back tomorrow, which is Sunday, for that. The best way of staying informed on all of our Game of Thrones and everything else is to hit the subscribe button and the like button. You can go to blindwave.net for every reaction that we do. It's all there in nice, pretty little columns of episodes. Whereas if you hit the video button on YouTube, it can be like lots of videos that you don't know where to go. So you can do that. You can also go to our Patreon. That's patreon.com/blindwave. Every little bit helps when it comes to that kind of stuff, so we keep the lights on and keep these rolling out. We have a lot more work to get to season 5, the end of season 5. So we're in the back half of season 2 right now. So here pretty soon, we'll be almost halfway.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 7, A Man Without Honor.
Just trying to figure out who the Man Without Honor would be. There's
a man
too
without
many.
honor. There's a lot of men
there
without
are
honor.
So many.
We'll have to find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
And we'll see you later. Calvin! Button!